Ever pondered the peculiar correlation between hydros and humans? When we think of water or hydros, we usually imagine a refreshing drink, a soothing bath, or perhaps a tranquil lake. But the importance of water goes far beyond these initial impressions. It's a vital life force, omnipresent and crucial for our existence. Just as a fish swims unknowingly in water, we humans exist within an environment heavily dictated by this simple molecule. In the human body, water is not merely a passive element, it's a dynamic force forming a substantial part of our bodies. From our brains, which are nearly 3/4 water, to our blood, which is more than half, water is key to our biological functions. It aids digestion, helps regulate body temperature, and even cushions our joints. Now let's take a wider view and consider the role of water in the ecosystem. Water, in its various forms, is a universal solvent, a medium for transportation, and a habitat for countless species. It cycles through the environment, evaporating from the seas, forming clouds, falling as rain, and providing nourishment to all life forms. This is the water cycle, a beautiful dance of nature that sustains life on our planet. But it's not just about the physical presence of water. It's also about its profound impact on our lives. It shapes our geography, influences our climate, and even dictates our culture and traditions. In many ways, water is a common thread that weaves through the tapestry of life. So when we talk about the connection between hydros and humans, we're not just talking about a physical necessity. We're talking about a deeper, intrinsic link, a link that ties us to the very essence of life itself. It's a bond that's not just elemental, but essential. And so, as we journey further into this exploration, let's remember this fundamental truth. Our story, the story of life, is written in water. So we see the bond between hydros and humans is not just elemental, it's essential. Ever heard of Lentivirus? No? Then buckle up for an enlightening ride. Our journey takes us into the microscopic world of lentivirus, a genus of retroviruses. Although the word virus often rings alarm bells, not all viruses spell doom. Lentivirus, for instance, has a fascinating dual nature. It's a paradox, a puzzle, a cipher wrapped in an enigma. Now, let's get into the basics. Lentiviruses are unique because they can deliver a significant amount of genetic information into the DNA of host cells. This unique ability has led to their use in gene therapy, a revolutionary technique that aims to treat or prevent disease by modifying genes. By harnessing the power of lentivirus, scientists are able to intervene at the very root of genetic disorders, offering hope for conditions that were once deemed untreatable. Yet, as with many things in life, there's a flip side to this coin. Remember, lentivirus is still a virus, and viruses are notorious for causing diseases. Some forms of lentivirus are responsible for diseases like HIV in humans and 5V in cats. These viruses can lay dormant in the body for years, silently replicating and causing slow but progressive damage. This is why they've earned the name lentivirus, derived from lente, meaning slow in Latin. This duality of lentivirus is a true testament to the complexity of nature. On one hand, it brings promise for groundbreaking medical treatments. On the other, it carries the potential for devastating diseases. It's like a double-edged sword, capable of healing or harming, depending on how it's used. So, whether we view lentivirus as a friend or foe, one thing is clear. It's a powerful player in the microscopic world. It's a tiny particle that operates behind the scenes, silently shaping the course of biological events. It's a reminder that even the smallest entities can have a significant impact on life as we know it. Lentivirus, a tiny particle with a significant impact. Bioweapons, a term that sends shivers down the spine. But do you really know what it entails? Bioweapons, short for biological weapons, are a class of warfare that employs the use of living organisms or their toxins to cause death or harm to humans, animals, or plants. These are not new tools of destruction, but have been used throughout history. In the Middle Ages, invaders often catapulted plague-infected corpses over city walls to spread disease among their enemies. In the 20th century, the potential for bioweapons took a horrifying turn. With advances in microbiology, it became possible to cultivate and weaponize deadly bacteria and viruses, turning them into silent killers capable of wiping out entire populations. From anthrax to Ebola, these biological agents can be as lethal as any traditional weapon, if not more so. However, the true terror of bioweapons lies not in their past use, but in their potential for future devastation. Advances in genetic engineering and synthetic biology have opened up a Pandora's box of possibilities, allowing for the creation of new, potentially more deadly pathogens. Imagine a virus engineered to be more contagious, more lethal, and resistant to current treatments. The thought itself is enough to keep one awake at night. Yet, the issue of bioweapons is not just about the potential for mass destruction. It also raises profound ethical questions. The same scientific advancements that could be used to create deadly bioweapons can also be used for beneficial purposes, such as developing new vaccines or treatments for diseases. How do we balance the potential benefits of these technologies with the risks they pose? And what about the morality of creating weapons that could cause widespread suffering and death? Is there ever a justification for such actions? These are questions that continue to challenge us as we navigate the murky waters of bioethics. Bioweapons indeed are the silent killers in the shadows of warfare. As we move forward, it's crucial that we remain vigilant, ensuring that these tools of destruction are not used to cause harm, but instead harnessed for the betterment of all humankind. AIDS, a word that has become synonymous with a global health crisis. But what is it exactly? Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, commonly known as AIDS, is a severe, life-threatening condition caused by the human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV. This virus attacks and gradually destroys the immune system, the body's defense against disease. When the immune system becomes severely damaged, it can no longer fight off infections or diseases, leading to the terminal stage known as AIDS. Symptoms vary widely, but they may include rapid weight loss, recurring fever, persistent fatigue, prolonged swelling of the lymph glands, and more. However, it's important to note that many people with HIV do not experience symptoms for several years, making testing crucial for early detection and treatment. HIV, the precursor to AIDS, is primarily transmitted through unprotected sex, sharing of needles for drug use, or from mother to child during childbirth or breastfeeding. It cannot be spread through casual contact, like shaking hands or sharing meals. Now, let's talk about the global impact of AIDS. Since the early 1980s, AIDS has claimed the lives of more than 32 million people worldwide. It's a crisis that has left no corner of the globe untouched, from the bustling cities of North America to the remote villages of sub-Saharan Africa. Today, approximately 38 million people live with HIV, with over 1 million new infections each year. But the fight against AIDS is far from over. Extraordinary efforts are being made globally for its eradication. Antiretroviral therapy, or ART, has transformed HIV from a death sentence into a manageable chronic condition for many. Prevention strategies like safe sex education and needle exchange programs are also crucial in reducing the spread of HIV, yet the challenge remains daunting. Stigma, lack of access to healthcare, and inequalities continue to fuel the AIDS epidemic. We must continue to fight, to research, to educate, and to care. AIDS, a battle we are still fighting, yet hope prevails. The silent war, a term that may seem vague, yet it encompasses a profound reality. This phrase, while it may sound abstract, is a metaphor for the countless invisible battles we humans fight daily. These battles are not fought on traditional battlegrounds, but within our bodies, our societies, and even within our minds. The first frontier of this silent war is the biological battlefield within us. Our bodies are constantly at war with a myriad of invisible enemies, viruses, bacteria, and other microscopic threats. Diseases like AIDS, brought on by the Lentivirus, are prime examples. They invade our bodies, hijack our cells, and wage a relentless war that our immune system fights round the clock. But the silent war extends beyond the physical realm. It also manifests in our societies as we grapple with social issues. Poverty, inequality, discrimination. These are battles fought not with weapons, but with policies, education, and empathy. They might not make headlines like conventional wars, but their impact is just as profound, affecting millions of lives every day. Yet perhaps the most profound battles of the silent war are those fought within our minds. Mental health issues, personal struggles, and internal conflicts form an unseen battlefield. These battles are often the hardest to fight because they are invisible, misunderstood, and stigmatized. In every aspect of the silent war, what truly matters is our resilience, our ability to take a hit and keep moving forward. Our hope, the belief that we can overcome these challenges, regardless of how daunting they may appear. It's in these battles that the strength of the human spirit is truly tested and revealed. This silent war, these unseen battles, they are a testament to the human spirit. They are a testament to our resilience, our capacity to face adversity, navigate it, and emerge stronger. Despite the odds, despite the obstacles, we keep fighting, we keep hoping, and we keep moving forward. The silent war, a testament to human spirit and resilience. Well, that was quite a journey, wasn't it? We've delved deep into the fascinating world of hydros and humans, uncovering the intricate ways in which our lives are intertwined. From the molecular level with Lentivirus, a viral agent that subtly alters our biological landscape, to the broader societal implications of bioweapons, a chilling testament to the dual-use nature of scientific research. We've confronted the sobering reality of AIDS, a global health crisis that continues to challenge our collective resilience and ingenuity. Lastly, we've shone a light on the silent war, a hidden reality that underscores the constant struggle between humanity and disease. These seemingly disparate topics are, in fact, interconnected, each shedding light on the complex tapestry of our existence. Their relevance to our lives can't be overstated, as they shape our health, societies, and even our ethics. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding these topics empowers us to make informed decisions and live healthier lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed,